My name is Shen. I'm 18 now, and for an exchange student in Clarkston High School. I just graduated. I was born in China, and back then there was a spiritual movement that was really popular in China called Falun Gong, and many people were practicing it. And then it got really popular, so the Chinese government starts to persecute it. Falun Gong is a spiritual movement that practice with exercise. It'll gain health benefit, and also it tells people to higher their moral standards, to believe in truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. And it tells people to not look at people's mistake, but to look at ourselves and what we did wrong and to improve it. And that's why I captured a lot of people's attention, and that's why it was popular in China. My mom was one of the Falun Gong practitioners. So she was persecuted, and when I was 9, we moved to Japan as refugee. So when I got to Japan, I was in 5th grade, and for some reason I was really afraid of telling people that the reason we moved here was because we were persecuted in China because of our beliefs. And in China, we were monitored by the committee, and our phone were being listened, and we're being followed for everywhere we went. So when we got to Japan, we were very conscious about that kind of stuff. When people asked us, like, what's your phone number or where do you live? And people ask, why did you come here? We try to avoid that kind of questions. So I guess that's one of the reasons that people felt that we were weird, or like we're not like normal people. So people weren't very nice to me in school, and which made me afraid of telling the truth even more. And then I went to middle school. I started to think that I should tell people that the reason we come here is because we're persecuted. But I didn't have the courage until I went to high school. When the persecution started, the Chinese government made up a lot of fake news to make people believe that Falun Gong, it's a cult that will make people gone crazy. So I think it was really necessary to tell the truth about it so people won't get lied to. So that's how I got the idea to become an international journalist. I wanted to tell people in the world about that kind of stuff. And that gave me the idea to come to America. So in junior year, I applied for an exchange program, and that's how I got here. So when the persecution started, my mom went to Tiananmen Square and she protested in a peaceful way. And they captured her and imprisoned her, and I didn't see her in 3 years. And in prison, a lot of Falun Gong practitioners were beaten, they were tortured, they were sent to labor camps. And the most horrible thing that I've ever heard from this persecution was that the organ harvest. In 2006, a female witness said that her ex-husband participated in organ harvest of Falun Gong practitioners. So that's how they started to investigate, and they started to find out the truth about it, that the Chinese government will capture the Falun Gong practitioners and they will harvest their organs when they're alive, and they will use the organs to do organ transplant industry to sell people organs and gain profit from it. So I guess if we don't tell the world that this kind of stuff is happening, then the persecution, the torturing, the organ harvesting will never stop. One of the big help is just to know about the truth. It's a big help because almost all of the government know about the truth, but because they have the relations with China about like business and everything, so they won't stand up for this problem. Everybody that can hear me, knowing about the truth, and to stand up for it, to support the Falun Gong practitioners will be a big help. And around the world, in all those tourist spots, Falun Gong practitioners are trying to tell people the truth, like I am. Tourists can walk by and they'll hand you the pamphlet and stuff. So when you see them, show your support. They're also suing the former leader of Chinese government, Jiang Zemin. He launched the persecution. Many people can sign their name on a paper to support the lawsuit against Jiang Zemin, and that'll be a big help too. Don't be afraid to tell the truth and stand up for what is right, because even though I'm a foreign exchange student and I'm not that good at English, I'm still trying to tell people about what's happening by telling all you guys. I think it's important to be truthful and be compassionate, and that's what I learned from Falun Gong. So be truthful and don't be afraid to stand up for what's right.